Alright, so there's a little bit of spicy beef going on between Raddatz, Chief Raddatz, and Novity, or Novity. I don't know, it's a stupid name. So, Raddatz made a shitty exposing video that wasn't really exposing, it was more like throwing a fucking pity party for himself, and Novity fucking made a response video pretty much showing that he is a shitty human being at some angles. But let's go video by video, and let's just go.
Well, a lot of people are gonna probably just use the plain old crap saying, "Oh, Raditz sells guns to his community. Oh, Raditz talks to underage kids, etc." Yada yada, which is.
All right, so Raditz doesn't ever bring up that he sold guns to kids and talked to underage girls ever again in this video. Like, he brings it up like later, but like doesn't ever talk about it, which I think is super fucking weird. Like I watched this entire video with like in the back of my head thinking, does he really do that? Like, did he really do this? Because he doesn't ever throw up like an argument or anything about it. And sure, it could be old drama and old beef, but still, you should kind of, you know, for people who are new to this whole thing, we're just going to sit here and think that, yeah, you're a fucking pedophile or some shit.
So he continued on stating, I'm using a death of a family member as an excuse, and also it may be all fake. The day it all happened, I streamed Minecraft. So I was playing Minecraft, I got the news, my mom texted me saying, "Hey, Bradley passed away about an hour ago, I just want to let you know. We'll probably talk in maybe a few hours or a few days. I'm just not in the talkative mood right now." So at that time being, obviously I was just completely shocked. I actually streamed a little. I screamed and I didn't know what to do. I had a few people in my chat at that time being when I got the news. I was with the development team for our Minecraft server. I got out of that chat saying I just need a minute. Then I just started to stream. I streamed regular Minecraft, and I distracted myself with the YouTube chat.
Alright, so Raditz played Minecraft to take his mind off of the death of his stepfather, and Novity decided to talk shit to Raditz without trying to be understanding at all. Novity, if you see this, you're a shitty human being. You should never abuse someone's death to hurt another person.
I've personally known Novity for about 2 years now, and in those 2 years, I have a lot of crap on him. I have been through a lot of crap with him, and he's an online bully. He has fat-shamed me multiple times. He has done so much towards me and others.
Okay, I'm not kidding. I laughed quite hard when he said he was fat-shamed. I don't know why. Just like something he said just made it funny. And also, Raditz, you say you have a lot of shit on him, yet you don't ever say anything about it. The whole point of an exposing video is that you expose them. You say everything that needs to be said. You're like, okay, he did this, 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 and this. Why did he do this, 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 and this? Don't know. Because he's a dick. Because he touches kids. You fucking if you're exposing someone, you don't leave out details. Even if it's shit that other people know, you still bring it up so that way every single person is well aware of what was said. The rest of the video talks about Pugu, and the roleplay podcast, and I'll talk a little bit about that later. Now, here's Novity's response, and can we just quickly stop and like look at like the thumbnail for this? Like, it looks super like, okay. First off, with a body target, you usually put the picture of someone's face onto the face. Like, that would make sense, wouldn't it? Because you're aiming at the head. Also, like, look at the bullets. Like, the bullets are fucking missing. Like, it's aiming for the head, but it's not aiming for him. Also, he looks like some, like, weird elf anime character. I don't know. I think he's just fucked. Also, I like his Jax Teller fan art. Looks quite good. Why does this look like Pluto Bay? Does it look like Pluto Bay? I don't know, I think it's just like the pine trees in the background, and I don't know, something about it just looks like Pluto Bay to me. Anyway, let's get into his video.
Raditz, I have never said that you don't deal with depression. I simply said, and this is the only thing you have proof on, that you went last year when you tried making these exposed videos as well. You've tried this before, that making exposed videos on me wasn't due to depression, and that depression wasn't an excuse to go out of your way to make exposed videos. It doesn't make sense. You don't get depressed and then decide I'm gonna go make an exposed video claiming Novity subbots.
Now, I agree with Novity. Just because you're depressed doesn't mean what you did clears up, like your past actions or anything. Whatever it's like that whole fucking Deji KSI beef where he was like, oh, the whole reason I'm, exposing my brother is because I deal with depression and it's all mental illness and mental health. It's like, no, it's not. You're just a fucking bitch. I suffer from depression myself, and never once being depressed did I ever think, I'm gonna make a video exposing some friends. But we all deal with depression in different ways, so, enjoy the sympathy, though.
I've personally known Novity for about 2 years now, and in those 2 years, I have a lot of crap on him. I have been through a lot of crap with him, and he's an online bully.
You do not have anything on me, which is why you went to Costi in this screenshot here asking for stuff on me so you could take me down. The only thing you have on me is what I said a year ago, which you took out of context and twisted the words, and you have what I said regarding your dad. Now, context to that, you had just raided a server with 600 members a podcast that I had built and invited you onto.
First off, doesn't matter if he raided your server. Talking about someone's passing family is low, and it shows that you don't have a brain nor respect for anyone. Second, you bring Raddatz back didn't ruin your credibility. Being associated with Khan and DOIJ ruined your credibility.
Brought you onto the podcast and told you beforehand, this podcast is basically for us all to annoy each other for 35 minutes on recording for the viewers' entertainment. That means poke fun at each other. It's all out of banter and fun.
Now, I didn't watch the podcast because, to be honest, I haven't heard anything good about it. And so far, Chief Raddatz and Navi over here don't seem to be very entertaining. And so with the name Pugin doesn't sound very entertaining. Sounds like what reminds me of Pookie. Does anyone remember Pookie from old YouTube videos like Foxy and the Zombie Unicorn? Pookie was the shit.
Now, Khan and DYJ was against it because they thought you would turn and cause some shit that was unneeded. I told them he hasn't started anything in a long time. I think it'd be good and entertaining for the viewers. I convinced them, and I got you onto the podcast. We did the first episode. Everybody enjoyed it, and I had everybody on my side with this podcast. Everybody liked it. Then you did exactly what everybody predicted. You left, you raided the server, you made an exposed video, and you went ballistic. Now you have ruined my credibility.
Again, your credibility was already fucked, but go on.
Pugin pokes fun at you, and I do as well, because that was agreed on upon the podcast. You poke fun at us as well. You've called us irrelevant multiple times in the podcast. You've made fun of my hair, which I don't care.
And I like that he says that he doesn't care if you make fun of his hair. Yeah, he has a hat on. And also, here, I'm gonna show a little clip of him in a video with his long, luscious locks. Now, I must say, when having long hair, you either look like a school shooter, a rocker, or a tranny. And to not look like any three of those, you have to have real confidence and a real good look to you. And I'll be honest, Novity, you earn the school shooter stamp of approval. Now go buy some guns from Raddatz and get to shooting.
You say here as if they voluntarily left the server. No, you kicked over 600 fucking people from the server. Yourself, because no one left. You kicked everybody. Then you raided the servers, you got rid of all the chats, you removed all the roles, you created a bunch of roles. And I'll show the screenshots if I have to in another video, but I don't feel like editing this too much right now.
I appreciate your laziness, but wouldn't you want to have those screenshots up so you don't have to make another video, especially because at the end of this video you say how this is going to be your last video about Raddatz and all that shit? And also, it would just make more sense to have that shit up. That way it's just like, okay, now no one can really, be like, oh, I don't believe him. Because, you have the evidence right there.
So why you're trying to act like this is some big fucking thing for you or whatever, it's not. You didn't do anything. Now, this is the last time I'm going to bring up Raddatz. I'm not going to try and do any more content with him. I'm not going to bring up any more videos. I want nothing to do with Raddatz. He's an attention-seeking little whore. As far as I'm concerned, he can fuck right off. I have put my credibility on the line to do content with him. I have tried my hardest to get on good terms with him, and every time, and he's brought this up multiple times, even in the podcast episode, you can go back and watch this, that he's wanted to be a part of, be the spotlight, and he wanted to make more exposed videos because he was mad that Costi had the spotlight at the time. I cannot be bothered doing this shit. Raddatz, you are 25 years old, claiming that two 18-year-olds are bullying you. You are 25 years old, a full-grown ass fucking man, and you're sitting here online saying two 18-year-olds are cyberbullying me online. Like, didn't you tell me you literally have a fucking kid? Like, what? Grow up.
You do realize that once you're 18, you're legally an adult, right? I don't know where Novity is from, so I looked up the school on the hoodie he's wearing in this video, and it's a school in Ontario, Canada. And like most places, once you're 18, you're an adult, so I'm pretty sure you can take your own advice and grow up. You know, Novity strikes me as the kind of guy who only does missionary with his girlfriend, but insists on doing doggy style with his boyfriend. Now, Chief Raddatz made a response to Novity, and to Novity's response, and he says that even when they weren't recording, they still made fun of him. And the whole point of the podcast was that they, cracked jokes at each other, made fun of each other, whatever. Now, Raddatz, again, you're a fucking grown-ass man. If someone's making fun, hell, even a fucking teenager with fucking brains would do this shit. If people are making fun of you and aren't listening when you say, hey, can you please stop? I'm not liking the way you're talking to me. It's getting a bit annoying. Da-da-da-da-da. You could walk away from that call. You could end the fucking call right then and there. You can simply say, I'll stop. You guys aren't stopping. I should you guys chill. You guys aren't chilling out. I'm just going to go. Because at least then you could still say you have respect for yourself, and others can still have respect for you. But at this point, I'm just going to think of you as a massive fucking pussy. Alright, here are my final thoughts. Both these guys are complete fucking doofuses. That's really it. Like I said, neither one of them were the adult in this situation. Raddatz should have made a video saying why he left the podcast and why he's no longer going to be talking or nor associating himself with Novity or Pungan. Simply by saying, I don't like how these guys act. I don't like how they were treating me. The whole point of the podcast was to make fun of each other, but even out of the podcast when I was like, hey, can you chill out, da-da-da-da. And let's clarify, Raddatz isn't a fucking bitch or anything for being sensitive. A lot of people have emotions. Fun fact, actually, everyone has emotions. Just that some are actually tougher by showing them, while others are weaker by hiding them. And again, if he simply just said, hey, I just gotta stop, whatever, I'm gone, boom, left, I guarantee more people would probably have respect for you, Raddatz. But no, instead, you just seem like a bitch. Novity, you're a fucking pussy for, for you trying to use a dead person's stepfather, as an insult. And, like I said, it's just a cunt thing to do. But let's clarify. Alright, fucking Novity isn't a bully. Like most people on the internet, he's a punk asshole who has access to the internet. And who knows that nothing bad's going to happen to him as long as he's a cunt. He knows that he could do YouTube for the next 2 or 3 years, possibly get an extra probably 20, 30,000 subscribers by then. And he knows that none of his fucking actions now are going to blow up on him. He's that guy in high school that is a dick to everybody because he thinks that life's going to work out perfectly fine for him. He's one of those guys, He's like he's like Flash Thompson, but like later on he gets his fucking legs blown off in the war and he becomes Agent Venom, but that's the whole thing. Anyway, though, neither one of these guys could have survived the fucking MW2 lobby in the day. You guys remember those? Those things were fucking vicious. Roll the clip.
Look, what do you want me to use? You tell me what you want me to use.
Prestige, you fucking fag.
Tell me what to fucking use, huh? Tell me what to fucking use. Huh? Tell me what the fucking news is. Shut the fuck up. You fucking pussy. Pussy. That's right. Yum, 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 I eat dick all day. Yum, 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 I eat dick. You wanna fight?
Alright. So this whole video was actually supposed to be my iDubbbz video, where I talk about him and his girlfriend selling nudes. But, lost the audio file for that, of my audio. So, that's going to be next week's video, or whenever the fuck I upload it. Yeah. Hope people enjoy this video. And, jerk me off. Actually, really quickly, I actually want to bring this up. Chief Raddatz has a video where Ned Luke, that being the voice actor for Michael DeSanta from GTA 5, like, shouts him out in his old RP server, and I want to make it very clear that if you have $40, you can get Ned Luke to shout you out. He has a page on Cameo. I don't know why, I just thought to bring that up. I thought it was interesting. I don't know. Also, fucking Novity, you making a video called Vodka Milk showing any fucking basic alcoholic how to make an alcoholic drink using milk and vodka shows how desperate you are for content. Then again, for all we know, you probably needed that little bit of revenue to scrape by on that month's of rent. That month's rent. Rent month. Man, I can't talk today.